everyone. I can't say I didn't expect the hall to be filled up because I wanted people to listen to my talk. I made a tweet before now and said if you were at DevFest, you should attend my session. My name is Adejoke and I lead developer relations at ALATPay. How many of us have heard about ALATPay before? Okay, I did not say Alat. I said ALATPay. Okay, you've heard of Alat before. Alat by Wema. Okay, you've heard of ALATPay before. Where did you hear about it? Here. Okay, before today, have you heard about it before? Yes or no? I'm hearing some yes. Anyways, fantastic. If you've never heard about it before, you're at the right place. If you've heard about it before, you're still welcome to listen to what we're going to talk about today. So my job is to convince you enough to switch from your payment gateway. Why is everyone laughing? I can't convince you to switch. Anyways, my job is to convince you to switch to ALATPay and why you should use ALATPay. Okay, the clicker is working. You're interested in what? In the why? Okay. I mean, part of my slides today will show you why, and I essentially want to talk about the secure measures that we've taken in securing payments with ALATPay. So, what is ALATPay? It's a payment gateway, that's what it is. So if you've heard about Alat before and you've not heard of ALATPay, the difference is Alat is a digital banking owned by Wema Bank, while ALATPay is a payment gateway still owned by Wema Bank. Claret, before I came up, asked if you have integrated any payment gateway before. You have. Which one? It's not me that said it, it's you that said it. But yeah, it's something like that. All right, so I said our topic is we're talking about secure payments and how all the measures we've taken to make sure your payments are secured on ALATPay. So why do you want to secure your payments? You want to protect your customers, you want to protect your business, and you want to protect your system. So let's say, I always like giving examples in my talk. I have to be fast. Let's say you have an e-commerce store, for example, and you've integrated ALATPay. And for some reason, people are able to steal from your store without paying. Do you think that's possible? Do you think that's possible? Yeah, that's possible because, I mean, yeah, that you're a nice person doesn't mean that they are nice people. People want to rob you and steal from you. People want to find ways to, I don't like using the word, but let me just use it. People want to find ways to hack your system. And, sorry? And because I feel like everybody like, I'm a hacker. No, you're not. You're just a thief. They want to hack your system and steal from your store without paying. And so we've taken like measures for you to be able to confirm and know that this payment is, or this request is coming from a valid customer. So those are like part of the reasons why you would want to secure. And also as an engineer, you want to make sure, I mean, one of the first things that you will learn when you are doing software engineering is authentication. You want to make sure that anybody that is logging in or creating an account is properly authenticated. So these are like key reasons why you should secure payments. All right, so for this talk, I've divided it into 3 layers, which is the first layer of any form of security is your API key. So even if we weren't talking about payments here, you're just talking about a random app that you built, obviously you want to provide an API key. So that's why I've said the first layer for this talk is getting your API keys. So if you log into our dashboard, I hope switching it will not destroy the whole thing. So this is what the ALATPay dashboard looks like for merchants and for developers. So you would want to, you have a screen that looks like this. And then you want to go to your settings. I'm just trying to show us. And go to your business. We've added a business here. This is just a test for the sake of this. So don't copy my business ID, please. So I'm trying to show us how you can navigate to get your API keys and what that would look like if you were the one logged in. It's taking time. We'll come back later. There's no time. So you see keys that look like this. You can see you have a public key. You can see you have a secret key. You can also see you have a webhook secret. Webhooks is part of the things that I will get into as we proceed. So why do you need these keys? That was the first thing I said before I got to this slide. I said that those are like the basics of engineering. You having a safe way, authenticating your customers properly, and making sure you know who exactly is on your platform. So you want to, ALATPay wants to be able to identify what customer is this, and simply much, your key is an identifier of who is presently on your platform. Second layer of security is your token. So we mostly use the token in the client side on that dashboard that I showed you. Let's see if it's still loading. It's not me. ALATPay is fine. It's the internet here. So on this dashboard, you have a token that automatically refreshes every 5 minutes. There's this hack that we used to do that if you are working on something, let's say you want to test something on Postman, you can go to the UI and like you didn't want to log in, you can go to the UI and copy a token and take that token and go to Postman and test it. Has anybody here done that thing before? Oh geez, yeah. So that thing is not supposed to work. It's not supposed to happen. When you come out of your UI, when you come out of the client side, you're not supposed to be able to take keys and be using them elsewhere. It's already a breach. So if you are doing that and it's working, please go and check your code again. If you are doing that and it's working, please go and check your code again. But it has finished loading. So this is what your dashboard for your keys look like. And as you can see, you can't even still view it because it will ask you for a PIN. That's how serious we take the security here. We're trying to make sure that all payments are very, very secure. So even if someone found your login and they logged in, they can't still get your keys because it's still protected by something that only you knows about. So let's go back. So we're back to the token, which I was talking about. So you shouldn't be able to take your keys. Let's say, for example, you're logged in somewhere on another computer, and then someone just comes, copy that key and take it elsewhere and start using it on your behalf and making these calls to your own product. We don't want that. So as much as possible, these keys, they automatically refresh on its own and they change. So every 5 minutes, it's refreshing in the background and you're fine. So this is layer 2 of security. All right, so my favorite part, webhooks. How many of us have worked with webhooks before? Show of hands. Okay, that means people that are not raising up their hand, you've not done webhooks before, or you're not an engineer. Okay, do we have engineers, designers? Do you have designers? Okay, I'll just assume that you've not worked with webhooks. I really love the concept of webhooks. Excuse me. And the philosophy says, don't call us, we'll call you. So it means that something is triggering your webhook. So you provide a webhook and something has to trigger it. That's how it works. So, I mean, I feel like webhooks is a post request on makeup because it's a post request, that's what it is. But at this time, someone else has to trigger it for you, even if it is your own post request. So I hope I explained it well, if for people that don't know about it. So yeah, we're on the third layer, which is the webhooks. So they are pretty much callbacks that ALATPay triggers anytime an event occurs on your platform. So let's assume you've integrated with ALATPay, which that's your e-commerce site we're talking about. And then an action happens, like someone buys something, and they've made the payment. So you want to know, was the payment successful? I don't say did it fail, because it will not fail, don't worry. Was the payment successful? Is it pending? I think a very recent example was the Davido show. How many of us saw that Davido just did 1-5 show? And they sold tickets with ALATPay. And so one of the challenges that they had, not us, and the reason why I say one of the challenges they had was because of the tool that they used to build their website. So let me just say, they use a WordPress. I'm screaming. Why did you say it like that? Anyways, so they built their site with WordPress and they wanted to integrate with ALATPay. Fine, we have a WordPress plugin that allows you to easily do that. But there are still some limitations, and part of these limitations they had were like, when somebody finishes, we need to know exactly when, because they wanted to automate sending them their tickets automatically instead of manually doing it on their WordPress dashboard. So it became a thing of how are we going to fix it? And everybody just went up and I just appeared and said, you guys, what happened to Webhooks? Have people forgotten that Webhooks are a thing? So Webhooks is like the solution to everything in that aspect of every time a new event occurs, ALATPay will trigger you and tell you that a new event has occurred, this payment was successful, and automatically send the ticket to the user. So, yeah. So the next question is, are webhooks safe? Because we want to be able to say, what if it's not ALATPay that triggers your webhook? So how do you know that this request is actually from ALATPay? So the solution to that is I already said this part before I got to the screen, but you get what I mean. No, remember when I said that a webhook is just a post with makeup. So it's a post request which somebody triggers for you and sends you a message. So the solution to the issues with webhooks that I just brought up is webhook secrets. So we created a webhook secret that will be able to match. So ALATPay is going to put that secret in the request when we trigger your own webhook, and then you will hash this secret and make sure it matches the one that we've given you, and then you can confirm that, this request actually came from ALATPay. All the time that I was waiting, don't rush me. Okay, so the webhook secret is also on the, yes, I'm still here. So the webhook secret is also on where I was showing you on your settings, so you can just go there, get it. Don't forget, you still need a pin to look at it. It's not public. All right. So we've come to the end. We have a community for developers. We mostly talk about what were built in ALATPay, new changes, and also we have something that's going on. I mean, people are bigger than it, but we are giving out money. I'm not going to say the amount. We are giving out money for contributions. So it means that we are building a ALATPay repository of knowledge. So what it means is you can join the community. You just can join the community. Then you would create something with the ALATPay. So we have APIs. We have what do they call? I'm trying to remember the name. Thank you. We have SDKs and we have plugins. So you can contribute to that, or you can build your own, and then you can create content around it. Kind of content I mean is maybe write a documentation, write an article. So that way, people that have never heard about ALATPay before can find something about it online. And if it's good, you get paid for it. If it's good enough, you get paid for it. When you join, you see the amounts, don't worry. I know people are bigger than the money, but extra money is always nice. That company that people called the first time, I've spoiled to people, you ask is in dollars. It's in Naira. I'm in Nigeria. All right, so thank you so much. My name is Adejoke, like I said before. You can connect with me on LinkedIn if you have further questions about ALATPay, or on Twitter. Nobody calls it the other thing. Oh, questions. All right, questions.
All right, so we'll only take one question because of time. I'm very sorry.
I'm taking from her.
All right.
She was the most engaging. And I support women's rights.
Good afternoon, Ms. Adejoke.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
afternoon.
So I really enjoyed your presentation.
Thank you.
The question that I had, and I think something that is a big one for a lot of developers, is sandbox testing. So do you have, what are the provisions? Because even though the environment is sort of familiar, secret keys, webhooks, most finance APIs are pretty much the same principles, but sandbox sometimes, maybe just to be able to test on staging.
Okay. That's a very good question. So, yes, we're working towards like having like a proper test sandbox environment. So, but what we do now is that we give you a personal environment that you can test on. You can do anything you want to do there. And you can, you test with real money, but you won't go over the top at most 1,000 naira. You're bigger than 1,000. So we'll give you like a personal environment to do all your testing. But pending till when we go live with like a proper staging sandbox environment, you can do, that's like a good alternative. You have something, you have an environment for just you. We do it for, those are like one of the, somebody said that if I can convince them, one of the difference is that if you are with the other guys, they first of all tell you to go and open tickets, they'll tell you that you are number 1060. But the difference now is that ALATPay is new. If you are integrating with us, we'll assign somebody to just you. And you can literally message this person by 10 p.m. and say it's not working. And I promise you they'll answer you, but please don't do that. Don't do that. Make sure you are texting them during work hours. But yeah, everyone is hands-on. The advantage is that there are a lot of people to attend to you if you have issues. Imagine creating personal environments for every single person just for them to test. That's how much we're still good. We'll continue to be good. We'll continue to be good, but I'm being realistic. Right now, enjoy it before we ask you to go and open tickets in 3 years' time. All right, thanks, guys.